it's me. I got your video and I actually made you another video, but it didn't upload um, after your last. So, I don't even remember what you talked about then. Um, but anyway, this one's, I'll talk about the one you just made. What you doing? Yeah. Go play for a little bit, buddy. I'm
Spider-Man.
Trying to talk to Aunt Maya.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you tell us?
Okay. So it's hard watching kids. I mean, what you said about, watching your friend's baby. It definitely is hard, but you just have to redirect. Like, you just try your best. And sometimes the child just doesn't, they just don't want to cooperate, and you just kind of have to deal with it and try to make them happy as best you can. But I totally feel that pain of, like, what do I do? Luckily, I have to say I haven't had that issue. I could always, do something or calm them down. I never had a baby just, bawl just because they wanted their mom. So I feel really lucky about that. Chase's nightmares. It's funny that you were talking about that. I've been dealing with that with Bella for years. Since she was 3 years old, I think, she's been having the night terrors. And it's not the exact same as what you were saying. She doesn't, like, scoot back in her bed and, like, look at a spot on a wall, but she screams, like, no, Mom, help, I need you, or something like that. And then when we go in, I'm just like, do you need me? And she's like, what? Why are you here? Like, she's kind of confused as to what happened. And I'll ask her, I'm like, did you have a bad dream? And, she's like, no. I'm trying to make Aunt Maya a video. If you could go ahead and talk to Daddy for a minute. I'll be just a minute. She just will have no recollection of what just happened. So it's really strange. It's always been like that for her. I don't know. I don't have any advice for that. I know they do say that you just shouldn't even wake them up. Like, just calm them down and just try to reassure them. Just maybe rub their back. Try not to say anything. Or have them drink water. I think it was, gosh, I researched this a while ago when it first happened. And something about, like, having your body, like, function differently, like drinking water, that's like your digestive system working, something like that. So if he has like a glass of water or something like that next to his bed, maybe try having him take a couple of sips so it can kind of rouse him, but not, like, don't yell at him like, what you were saying Jeff was doing, because that's not going to help anything. He'll just wake up and be like, why are you yelling at me? And kind of that might frighten him a little. So try the water thing. I don't know if it'll work. I don't even really have to try to wake Bella anymore, because as soon as I go in and talk to her, she kind of wakes up and is like, well, what are you doing? And then I'll ask her about her dream, and she just flat out won't even speak to me. Like, she's just looking around like, why are you here? And then I'll say, okay, well, good night, honey. Snuggle your blankie. I always tell her snuggle her blankie. So they're called night terrors, and I don't know what it's about. I feel really bad. Like, I totally get you, because it's scary, number one, because when Bella does it, she screams out of nowhere in the middle of the night. So you're like, whoa! You don't know what is going on, and that freaks me out. Oh, the nerve. meds that you're talking about, what are the names? You have to tell me the names, and I'll let you know if I've heard of them. And I understand what you're talking about with that medication, because I really don't know. It depends on what kind of meds it is, because I feel like when you take your Motrin, I feel like that is more of like that's blocking the pain right now, and then later is more of a muscle thing, I have a feeling, but I could be wrong. I don't have that pain, so I feel like then it's more later when it wears off. Is that more muscle pain? Is that, or is it like the real bone pain? Because if it is muscle pain, then that probably won't work. You probably will have pain after taking the nerve meds. If it is nerve, then I guess when that wears off, then of course it's going to be on fire. I don't think that it's ever going to be you're pain free. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to have to be you're taking something. It just depends on what you want to take. And I'll be really surprised if they tell you that, oh, take this medication and do whatever you want to do, and then later you'll have no pain, because it's just the here and now that it's affecting it. So I'll be very surprised if that's the case. I'm really interested to know which kind. I'm very curious about that. Maybe it's something new that's come out, and then there's the problems of side effects. Who knows what it could be? And I'm really curious to see if these headaches and your vertigo are because of the Motrin, like in your Tylenol usage. I know that is one thing that can cause is like ringing in your ears. I know that's not your issue, but it definitely can affect your ears. So, oh, your bow making. How many can you do a day? Because that could be, something for now. And if you watch Lydia, and she is so cute. That was part of my last video that never made it up, and I didn't know she was 2. I think I had asked that. And I've been chatting with Kristen on Facebook Messenger about books and everything, and I sent her, a couple different series that I love, so it's really nice to, just talk to someone else about books and stuff like that, and I've enjoyed that, and I hope, she says that I'm going to be bad for business because she wants to read these books and not, sell. So I'm like, oh, I know, especially with Charlie. Like, I told her, I'm like, now be careful with my BFF. She is, like, I love her. So we'll see. We'll see how she does with that. I've sent you books, too. I don't know if you've gotten them on your Kindle. I don't know if you can get them at your house, or if you have to go to Jeff's parents to, upload them or whatever. I'm trying to think. Today, we are going to Dylan's birthday party, and it was a nightmare. This morning we had, we just had to go to BJ's, do the normal Sunday type stuff, and, get food and everything like that. And I had told the kids, I said, guys, please behave in the store, right before we went in. And Hayes and Aiden were being horrible. I mean, they were just like crazy. So I took away their electronics, that was step 1, and then, and so I said, no, you guys can't go to Dylan's party, and I feel horrible saying that because I had already said, listen, this many people in my family are coming, and I hate to go back on that. I really hate to do that. When I say that I'm going to do something, I want to do it, and I just can't condone that type of behavior. I mean, I feel like they should have some sort of consequence for the way, for the way they've acted. We gave them plenty of chances, and it was just ridiculous. So Bella and Curran are the only ones that are going to the birthday party with me, and so I feel really bad, and Aiden's just been, gosh, I don't know if it's just the age, he's turning 10 soon, and he has just been, I mean, I can't tell you how he's just, it makes me really sad. You know what it is? I feel like I do so much for them, and if I ask him to do one thing, it's like he can't do it without like complete devastation. Like I just like destroyed his world. I mean, he can't even go downstairs and get pancakes out of the freezer for him without arguing with me. And when I have so much other, like, gosh, it makes me so upset, because it wasn't like that when we were kids. Like, if I had to do something to feed us, like, I did it because I had to. I don't know if it's, and I don't know, it really makes me sad. Like, I could almost, sometimes I just want to cry, because it's so upsetting. I try to do as much as I can and make everybody happy, and I can't do everything. And when I ask him to, if he could just put away his dishes in the dishwasher, it's like I asked him to like murder somebody, and it's just unfortunate. And then he is like, Mom, I want this. Mom, I want that. Mom, get me this. Get me this. No thanks for anything. Even if it's something new that he's really wanted, there's no thanks. It's just, he's a spoiled brat, and it really, really upsets me, because I was never like that. We didn't have anything, and I had to do everything for you and for me and for Mom. We had to do everything ourselves, and I just try so hard to do everything because I know how hard that is when you're young and you have to do everything. But I feel like maybe that wasn't the wisest choice. Maybe I should have not done that. And it is what it is now, but it's still upsetting. So I don't know how to fix this right now either, so that's sad. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what some ideas are to, like, I've tried taking things that he loves away, like his electronics. I've made punishments of, well, now you have to go clean your room. Another thing is, yesterday or the day before, whatever day it was, if one of the kids comes and tells me that they're bored, well, my thing that I do is I say, well, then you have to go clean your room. I don't ever want to hear that someone is bored in this house. We have a gazillion toys. There's plenty to do. I can always come up with something to do that can help me out. If, don't ever say you're bored to me. Or you'll have to clean your room. And Jake and I both do that. And he told Aiden yesterday, he's like, well, then go clean your room. I mean, he had a meltdown. Like, 9 years old. Like, he started bawling because I asked him, Jake asked him to clean his room. It's like, really? And the thing is, like, he doesn't go and do it. He just flat out refuses to do it, and then he doesn't, then he'll argue with me. I'll come down to check on him to see if he's doing anything, and he would have been playing, and I'm like, why, you need to clean your room. Stop playing. I said no playing and clean your room. Well, Mom, I don't even know why. It's not even messy. And I'm like, do you see the things on your floor? Because that's messy to me. Well, I don't care if it's there. I said, I do. I don't want to step on Legos every time I come in your room, and it looks gross. Bugs will come live in your room if it's not clean. Like, that's just the way it is. And so he's just arguing, argue, and it's like, man, what the heck? So it's disappointing because he's such a good kid, and I just don't know how to fix this. And I did it to myself. I feel like I just, it's my own fault for doing everything, and I just don't know what to do to rectify the situation. So if you have any ideas, any punishments or whatever you think, let me know. Anyway, yes, we need to talk on the phone too. So 1 o'clock the kids go to nap, and 3:30 all the kids get home from school. Well, Hayes is already home, but that's fine. I can set him up with something to do while we talk. All right. Well, I love you, and please call me as soon as you can. Love you. Bye.